This is an emergency broadcast. This is not a test.
You are listening to Brapwatch.
We're rolling.
Oh yeah, we're rolling. We're back.
Oh my god, hi guys. Is today's episode another episode where it's just Nate and Amelia? No,
Yeah,
it's not.
This is going to be one of the best episodes of Brapwatch ever. But we've got to address the elephant in the room off the bat.
What is it?
There's been many allegations, lots of rumors, but it's time we cut ties with Alden. There's a sheet. We're gonna do the right thing like most bands. We're gonna type it out in the notes app to explain and give a vague amount of context.
Wait, but we're only going to use the Notes app version that's like from 2011 that actually looks like a notepad.
And anyway, that post has already been made on the Brapwatch Instagram account. So
And on all of our personal accounts, if you follow them.
so you can you can get a little bit more of context from that. That's already out into the public by the time this episode comes out next week. I'm really happy to be back on the week offset. All jokes aside, by the way, Alden's not canceled yet.
Yet.
They're just running late, and we thought it'd be funnier to start without them. Maybe they'll reward us with some drinks for being late.
They're probably going to get me fucking like some homeless guy's piss in a bottle that they found outside, and then they're going to give you the white boy monster.
Oh, speaking of, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about like the legends of Rego Park.
Oh, yeah?
I've had a weekend in Rego Park, despite barely being there. I literally was in Rego Park for 15 minutes today to run home, change my outfit, throw on some deodorant, and grab our recording equipment. So, you know, that's the amount of time I spent there. I have not one, but two stories in that 15-minute window that will blow your fucking mind with the type of people I live around.
Are these Patreon stories or are these free stories?
They're so good that I'm going to tell one on the public, and the other one I'll save for the Patreon. You're going to have to remember.
You guys, fuck you. Like, you really should be paying at this point.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the show and everything that's going on with it, you know, why not give us $3.33 a month? We've got 2 episodes every single week. Despite all circumstances, we've done a very good job, I think, of maintaining some semblance of a schedule. You know, busy times for the Brap gang, but one thing's for sure, every Sunday we are here recording on the Brap couch.
We were maybe going to have a guest this week, but 10 a.m.'s a little too early for them.
Oh, that's really hard for a guy who barely has a job.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying any names, but we did have a great guest last week. Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, that'll
real
be
fucking trooper. That'll come out tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's halfway through. So
Okay, cool.
We're gonna knock it out tonight.
Okay. We'll see.
I'm gonna try really hard to get this one out on time.
We'll see.
My mama will be waiting. Shout outs to shout outs to mom.
Hi, Mom.
Shout outs to I mean, mom. Oh, that's gonna sound bad. I just said your name, and I feel like you don't deserve.
You can just edit it out.
I know, but I'm giving her context why there's a beep. I wasn't calling her a slur.
I know.
I love you, Mom.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, people are excited. A lot of people back home are excited. They're like, "What Zach do on the pod?" And I'm like, "I don't remember."
Oh my God, he was great. He was awesome on the pod. He was awesome on and off the pod.
Yeah, he's a great person. I fucking love that kid. But anyway, I'm glad we didn't have Caleb on.
On the bright side, if we're doing brunch, you might get an invite. We'll see.
We got to figure out those plans so he can get his fucking broke ass here from Bushwick. What's so funny? Am I being too real? I'm kidding, Caleb. We love you. I don't mean to make you the butt of a joke. Whenever you can squeeze us in your petty little schedule, you're more than welcome to join us on the Brap couch.
Listen, if we ever do a recording session on a Monday at fucking 2 a.m., I know who can come over as a guest.
Please, we can't do that again. Last time you fell asleep and Alden and I played Ladies' Night, and we did not release that episode. That was the reason we lost our week offset in the first place.
Listen. Yeah.
Do we record on Alden's birthday after Wicked?
I think that'd actually be hilarious. Yeah, we should.
Okay.
We should do a birthday spectacular. Insurance kicked us off special.
I was never on my parents' insurance, so.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? I'm the least privileged one on this fucking show. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going to do a land acknowledgement. I'm sorry. It was a joke. You got really scared there for a second.
I didn't get scared. I was just waiting to see what the fuck you were gonna say, white guy.
I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. The first.
I got called racist recently, and I was like, me? Yeah, I mean, yes, everyone's a little bit, but like me?
Everyone's
Have I
a little
said slurs
bit
when I was in high
racist.
school? Yes, obviously, but like me?
I don't think you're racist. I don't think I'm a good judge of character on this
telling
one.
me that as a white guy.
I'm just saying I don't think you make preconceived judgments or treat people differently based off the color of their skin.
No. Now,
Unless it's dating pool, which is fair.
oh my god. Stop. I'm not racist.
I don't think you are.
You just went.
Look,
I'm looking.
I
I'm
respect.
listening.
But are you listening?
I'm sitting my brown ass down.
This is such a wild open. What if this was the show?
No, like literally, I'm literally tearing up from laughing so hard. I need Alden to be over here to fucking tell me to shut the fuck up.
To finish
and
my
call me
thought.
slurs.
To finish my thought, I was just saying, like, you've been with a multitude, a rainbow, an assortment of colors of men since you've been here, and I think that's beautiful.
It's a crazy thing to say on the public episode.
While there hasn't been a woman yet.
There have been.
Ooh, the low key, the sneaky link.
They've just made me feel intense shame after.
Working on my night moves. Oh man, I hope everyone else finds us as funny as we are finding ourselves right now.
Probably not, but you know
yeah,
what?
you know, but laughing at us, laughing with us,
It's all the same.
Speaking of, $3 bill now has a Brapwatch sticker in the men's well, I guess they're both non-binary, like gender-neutral bathrooms, but one has fucking
the days
urinals.
in them's rooms.
One has urinals and one does not. So you tell me. But it was right over like the trough style urinal.
Ew, that's a perfect place to be in gender-neutral bathroom.
There was a lot of dicks out, just kind of floating. So I didn't want to take a picture of the Brapwatch sticker.
It would have been perfect if you did that so I could censor it with just censored bars on all of the dicks and then posted it on the Brapwatch
But I did
story.
put the sticker there. So I think you know, shout out to $3 bill. Went there last night. It was a time.
Beyonce.
Yeah, shout outs to Latrice Royale from Drag Race All Stars. Very fun.
Sorry, if it wasn't kimchi, I don't give a fuck.
That's true. But yeah, no, I had a fun time. I'm gonna say something really, really controversial on mic, so you know, I apologize. Not the biggest fan of Beyonce's music. Like,
yeah,
I'm really not. Like,
I'm not part of the Beehive.
a whole night dedicated to her music is like, there's like 6 songs I like, and 3 of them are Destiny's Child.
So, you know what her album? What the fuck was it? American?
Lemonade?
No, American Superstar or some shit. The one
Okay, yeah.
with Alien Superstar. Her fucking country album.
Yeah, the Carter or Cowboy Carter.
Cowboy Carter. I think that's the one where like she has like all the different songs that were like recently came out and everything, right?
Yeah, that's her most recent album. That's what that means.
Yeah, okay. All right, you're right. When that album came out and I was still living in Richmond, it was god awful every time I went to the lesbian bar in town. The one
I'm
lesbian
sure.
bar.
That's
It was
one more lesbian bar than we have in New York.
yeah. There's like only like a handful of them in the country.
There's literally like 8. I think there's 8 lesbian bars in the entire United States
Officially,
of America.
yeah. Officially recognized ones. And Cubbyhole's one of them, I guess. Thank God we didn't go. If we went, Tia would have... she would have went home with somebody or brought someone here, and it would have been a nightmare for me. It would have scared me. I do not like seeing her ever since she came out as lesbian unofficially. It's been so scary. She's like a shark in the water whenever I've gone to a lesbian bar with her.
Good for Tia. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
I'd go to Cubbyhole with you and Tia. That'd
It'd
be
be a
fun.
good time.
That'd be a fun time.
You and I would both manage to still fit in.
Yeah. Speaking of, I went to Home Depot yesterday during my cleaning day.
Uh-huh.
And I went with and we as soon as we walked into the Home Depot, the song "This Is How You Remind Me" by is that Nickelback? Yeah, was blasting, and her and I both smiled like from ear to ear, and we're like, we're home because we're both from the Midwest. And then she turned to me and just kind of like laughed, and I was like, it's really, really bold of to send its two most lesbian employees to Home Depot.
Yeah, you guys are gonna walk out with a fucking build that Alden wants.
It was a lot of
Like,
fun.
you know the trucks that you can live in?
We had to get some copies of some keys and stuff like that. Just regular.
You still don't have copies to our place. And
Nope, it's been months, but it's fine.
We're over a year into living here, and from the first day we moved in, we're like, yeah, we'll get you a spare.
Yeah. Anyway, I had to make a couple extra copies of some keys, and we had to pick up some cleaning supplies and a couple other things. And the guy who was operating the key machine was deaf, but you know his back was turned to us because he was making keys, and so there was like a little line forming of people that needed keys copied. And I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, can I just get like 3 of each of these?" And he pointed down at his apron. And it just said, "Hello, I'm deaf." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I don't know ASL, but I don't think anyone does. And I really wish I did. I really feel like I should learn that.
Yeah. I don't know ASL, but I can communicate decently enough with someone who is nonverbal.
Yeah. Yeah, he was deaf and mute. Yeah, good point. I guess that helps a little bit. I like the people that are deaf that try to power through, you know? Like, the non-mute deaf people, I think that's pretty cool. Like, you can't really hear yourself, but you're still, like, you're kicking ass. Like, I'd listen to that. I think they should start podcasting is what I'm saying. It would be better than anything that the fucking Talk to a girl's saying.
Have you seen those memes where it's like, this bitch has anyone on her pod, and it's fucking the dictator from North Korea?
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah, but did you see her reacting to that meme?
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, is that Bobby Lee?"
I was just like, I can't stand you. How do you have a whole syndicated show?
Shout outs to Jake Paul, I guess, for throwing that together. Team 10 produced the whole thing, I think.
Oh my god. Ew.
Yeah,
No
they're
wonder
trying to
it
be their own
sucks.
like bar stool.
This is the one time I'm gonna ever say it, Dave Portnoy. There's only one of you who can pull that off.
All right.
It's him.
Ooh, you know what does sound fucking good?
What?
Getting a couple slices of Andrew Bellalucci's. That could be
Grandma
lunch.
slice.
I want a grandma slice. I want a pepperoni slice.
If they had a mommy slice, I'd eat that too.
It's like a medium. It's like a kind of thick crust.
it's like this one proofed in the oven a little too long, if you get what I'm saying.
Speaking of deaf people, segueing back to that, because I was really knocking it out of the park on that topic. Oh, jeez.
Dude, where is Alden?
I don't
We said we
care.
would start at 10. It's 10:32.
It's okay. It's 1:15. I'm a little drunk and I need you now.
That is not a statement I think anyone has ever made towards Alden.
What, I need you now?
I need you in general.
Jesus. Hey, at least when we did the roast of Amy, you were here for it.
I'm not roasting Alden.
Oh, you're just speaking facts. Oh my God, that's getting clipped for the Patreon for the reels.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, back to deaf people because I was doing so good on that topic.
Yeah.
One of my Tales from Rego Park story. I was coming up from the subway this morning at, I don't know, maybe a little before 9. And at the top of the stairs is this guy that I know who's he's wheelchair bound. I don't know what his mobility condition is, but he's in a wheelchair. And he is partially deaf but mute and tries to power through. But the only problem is he also has a stutter. So why are you laughing? I'm telling a real story.
I'm sorry, keep going.
I don't know his name, otherwise I'd be okay to say it, but every time I asked, it takes 3 minutes to get an answer. What's so funny?
I'm sorry, I took an edible at 5 in the morning. Like,
Well, okay, anyway, back to my story.
it's not you, it's me. Go on.
All right, so, yeah. This guy, I've helped him out a couple of times before. He usually just stands. All right, well, definitely doesn't stand. He posts up usually at a place with a heavy amount of foot traffic, and he has a little bucket on the arm of his chair, and he has a little box of like M&Ms, like the peanut M&Ms, like the king size ones.
Yeah.
And his little bucket just says, please give me a donation. I'd happily give you M&Ms. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, okay, cool. He's just looking for some money, but you know, I don't know, whatever. Respect the grind, dude. Mm-hmm. It's practically like me hosting a podcast where we're asking people for $3.33 a week or a month for 4 extra episodes. But anyway, one time before I had helped this guy because he was all the way down by our old CVS, which is now defunct, and he needed to get to the bus stop because there's a shuttle, an MTA shuttle that goes like really far out there to like Nassau County, stuff like that, to more of the Long Island Railroad stops.
Okay.
And he was he was like, I need to get to the bus, and I was like, okay, cool, which bus? Because like he's not able to move very fast in his chair. Mm-hmm. So he was asking me to push him, and so of course I did. But the bus that he needed to get on boards on the other side of Queens Boulevard. Mm-hmm. So it's like I gotta cross like 10 lanes of traffic pushing a guy in a wheelchair, which is like fine, but I got places to be. So I was going pretty fast.
Yeah.
Actually, I do remember his name. His name's Max.
Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
do remember that because that time I thanked him, or he thanked me, and I was like, hey, no worries, dude. Anytime. I hope I see you around. Get to where you need to be safe. And he was like, he said his name was Max. And so I remember now. But anyway, very pleasant guy. He's just there. He's just existing. So he's chilling at the top of the stairs, not hurting anybody. And I see a bunch of guys like making fun of him.
What the fuck?
And I was like, hey, leave him alone. And I was like, hey, how you doing? He's like, he was like, I remember you. And I was like, do you need anything? And he just points toward his bucket. And I'm like, dude, I don't have cash. You want to get a Venmo or something? And he was like, I don't like to use my phone when I'm out in public. People have taken it before. And I got really sad. And I was like, okay, well, do you need any coffee or you want anything to drink? I'm going to go into this Dunkin'. He was like, no, thank you. And I was like, okay, have a good morning. And then so I walked home from there. And that was really pleasant. But anyway, I just want to talk about that guy because he's a creature of Rego Park. He's like one of the best. He's one of my favorite, like, I guess, like, just like neutral good figures I see on a somewhat regular basis. Maybe like once a week or so.
Yeah. He's like the fruit stand guys for me.
Yes, similar vibe. He hangs out with the fruit stand guys too, actually. And there's another really interesting character around that same corner. There's this kid who was really, really, really excited when I was dressed as Wario going to work on the Tuesday of the week of Halloween. He's definitely like, on the spectrum. But you know how like there's like those reels of like kids train spotting in like in England and stuff like that. Like they'll have like the GoPro 360 like mounted on their head, and they're like, "This is the train that takes you to Hogwarts," or whatever the hell they're like rambling on about in British. I don't understand British English, so I don't know what they're saying. But he's like, "Oh my gosh, this train only runs every 14 fucking months or something," and then you're like,
Oh my God, it's the Queen's train. God bless her soul.
That's the
Soul Train.
So anyway, this kid is like the American, or I guess like the New York equivalent of that, where this I don't know, maybe like 18 or 19-year-old.
He goes, "Oh my God." I can't do a New York
Well,
accent.
he's nonverbal autistic.
Oh.
So he kind of just like squeals and like wiggles his hands back and forth. But he gets really, really excited whenever one of the buses comes. So much so that like he'll like get in front of the bus and start waving at the bus driver. And like the MTA employees know this kid now.
Yeah.
So they all wave him and they like ask if he's coming on or if he's staying there. But he's got to live on my block or something because he's always at the end of the street every morning when I'm walking to work. And normally I'm just like giving like a nice little like head nod or like, "Hey, what's up?" But the day I was dressed as Wario, he was like jumping up and down in excitement like I was a whole ass bus.
No.
Yeah.
What's that shit Kamala says? The wheels on the bus go round and round. Thanks for shitting on us, Kamala.
Yeah. Good job. Good job, Kamala.
It was a brat summer, wasn't it?
It was the brat of times. It was the brat of times. It was not very demure to lose that election, Kamala.
No.
Oh, God.
Welcome to the pod.
Hey, look who's uncanceled. There will be a press release. How you doing this morning, Alden?
I'm doing.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Did you sleep well?
not really.
Well,
Oh my God, a white
got a
monster for
white
your favorite white monster?
monster.
You are what you eat. I hope this is what you wanted.
yes, that's exactly what I wanted.
It's the Brappuccino.
Yo. I wish it was. This is perfect. Thank you. This is
What'd
exactly
you
what I
get?
wanted.
Oh, you got
Frederick's
the...
kissing me.
Oh, yeah. How do we want to reposition Freddy?
We're good.
Or you?
No, we're good.
Nope, we're good.
I got a La Colombe.
Those are pretty good.
Colombe.
They're okay. I'm
I
not
don't
a
know.
big fan of them.
I like their cold brew bottles.
The one with
I
oat milk?
only get them when they're on a massive sale somewhere.
Yeah, I know. You and your. This is too expensive. The
I
price
don't know
is
why you're looking at
egregious.
me. You're making less money than me the last couple weeks.
And I'm happy for you.
Anyways, I wasn't going to get it, but I looked at the ingredients and they put lactose in it.
Ew.
Why?
That helps with the lactose.
Oh, yeah.
Does that
you're
make
right.
it taste better?
It doesn't change the taste really at all.
Oh, okay.
But it just makes it so you don't shit yourself as easily.
Oh, that's nice. I only drink in their like black cold brew. I've
Yeah,
never
they
had
didn't
any of
have
the
that.
flavored ones, but I'm sure they're good.
They have like a horchata one, I'm pretty sure that I like.
I don't know how you have a triple with cold brew, but
Triple draft latte with cold brew. I mean, in that context, isn't it just like a filtering and re-pour thing?
I think it's just more cold brew.
Damn, that tastes good.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
Are we brunching?
Well, if so, we really got to let Caleb know ASAP. I'm going to kill that man. I actually have no beef with Caleb.
He's going to have a chin
Well,
when I'm
actually,
done with him.
if we want to talk about something serious, I don't know if we do. I do not like him bashing you for not endorsing Kamala or voting for Kamala. That is fucking ridiculous. But we don't have to talk about that. We can skip past.
No, we can talk about that. I'm going to commit treason on the podcast, I think. And I think she needs to be shot.
Okay.
Firing
Okay.
squad.
No. We're not going to talk about that. Except maybe on the Patreon.
Patreon.
The roast
I
of
will-
Caleb.
No.
I'm kidding.
I will expand on my thought process with why I didn't vote for Kamala. I certainly didn't vote for Trump, to be clear.
No.
But
no
I'll
one did.
expand-
No one on this couch or in my life, except maybe my family, voted for Trump.
Yeah, my family group chat had a bunch of
My
Trump.
dad voted for
like,
Trump the
pictures.
first time he ran. And then 2 months later, my dad was like, I made a big mistake. I was like, yeah, you did, Brownie.
I mean, yeah, that's a bruh moment.
So in 2016, I wasn't like
Go, bruh.
I didn't pay attention to the primaries in 2016.
Okay.
So
he
I-
folded. That was Bernie's time to shine,
Oh,
brother.
yeah,
I
you were
couldn't vote
probably
then
able to vote.
anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was also only a week and a half, I think, away from being able to vote before I turned 18.
Okay.
Because I think if you were born, or if your birthday was 2 weeks after Election Day, you could still vote in Virginia. I was just past that. So I couldn't vote in the regular election either. But I didn't pay attention until probably that summer. And then Sabrina's like, Trump is going to fuck up like my family's lives. And I was like, interesting. And
Interesting.
lo and behold, lo and behold, there were family friends. What they always did is they owned a business here and a house. Like they lived here full time, more or less. And then when their visas ran out, they just go home, spend some time with family, and then get another one and come back. Well, they did that, and they were back in Brazil when Trump got in office. And second day, he made the executive orders to fuck everything up. They couldn't come back forever. Like, it took them over a year.
Can I talk about something that's like a world issue related to Brazil, or is that also too much for the public?
I think we can shit on Brazil as much as we want.
Okay.
Why is your baseline shitting on something?
It's not really a shitting on Brazil thing as
I'll
much
shit
as
on
it is
Brazil.
like a concern that I have. Because
Okay.
like I think Brazil's one of those countries that's always been kind of more or less corrupt, and a lot of that has to do with American influence, but it also has to do with other foreign influences.
Yeah.
And one thing that kind of concerns me is I feel like Brazil has gotten like really nationalist recently, like where they're not allowing like media from other countries and stuff like that,
So-
including
Oh
like
my god,
Twitter,
like how they
which,
got kicked off Twitter.
which like I think that's a small example or like a part of an example, but it's like they're banning American news outlets and American news
So
sites.
that's corporate interests. That's actually less government influence and more corporate
That's a
influence.
corporate thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even worse.
Yeah. So a lot of Brazil is, of course,
Are they going to do like
farming-
China and like have their own version of social medias?
No. Twitter's already back. That was a short-lived thing.
Oh, okay. I'm not up with the times. I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be talking about anything because I know nothing.
It's fine. I mean, the worst example they have right now is like the rainforest keeps getting burnt.
Well, yeah.
And it's not just regular wildfires. Like people are setting
They're
fire to it to
manually.
make farmland, which the amount of carbon that is locked into the rainforest is insane.
It's really, really funny because I was talking to somebody who recently moved out of New York, and it was snowing the day after the election where they were.
Interesting.
And they were like, "Oh, this is kind of cathartic. Like it's like we're going into a time
a nuclear
there.
winter.
Yeah, exactly. It's time to just bundle in, lock in, and shut the doors, so to speak." And then I'm like, well, what the fuck? It was 81 degrees here the day after the election.
Yeah, man.
We are in hell. It's gonna get hot. 81 degrees in November is fucking insane.
literally, like I have to be wearing like a crop top going to work and then a jacket when I leave work.
Yeah.
Jacket all day. It's the middle of November. It's not even the beginning of November anymore.
Yeah.
If there is a single hot day in December, I might throw myself in front of the train.
Okay, please don't do that.
Who would take my spot if I died on the couch?
Parker.
We can't get Parker to hang out once every 3 months. How the hell are we gonna get them every Sunday?
That's a good point.
You guys better start thinking.
Mikey.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Please don't die. I think the show ends. We put up a candle vigil for you at the crash accident site outside of TVI.
Outside TVI? You mean like the one on Broadway where someone was hit and run on a bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put up one of those.
It's like she didn't die in a car accident, but she did get hit by a drunk driver on the way home.
With T-Bone in an Uber. Man, I'm glad you weren't in that car, Alden. That would have been tragic.
Perished.
That's like Donnie Darko for like gay people.
Is Donnie Darko not for gay people?
Okay, fine. That's
Donnie
that's
Darko's
Donnie
for
Darko
everybody.
for people on SSRIs. Wait,
Continue. Keep
God
going.
damn it. That's Donnie Darko for.
People on SNRIs.
I am.
Okay, I got one. And if it's too much, let me know. That's Donnie Darko for people with a penis pump.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
are you keeping that in?
I don't know. Alden's agreeing with it.
I don't give a shit.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
funny.
It's funny, yeah.
Yeah.
So brunch.
Oh my God. Yeah, are we inviting Caleb to brunch after they ghosted us for the pod recording? How are we supposed to pod save America without Caleb? Are you guys familiar with Pod Save America?
Unfortunately.
Okay, cool.
I'm not. Sorry.
They're
I don't
like
really
a
watch
bunch of
pods that much.
Yeah, I'm trying to wean off of them. I don't really have time for them anymore because I'm busy all the time. Hey, a selfie. Can you save this?
I know I don't look okay in that one.
I'm mid talking. You look better than me.
Let's see. Oh my God.
Oh, it's actually a good photo. Man, I'm really getting a bad cat allergy. I've noticed this. It's the main reason I sound like RFK Jr. right now, because I wasn't.
I can get you Zyrtec, Allegra, Pataday, Flonase.
I'll grab one in between apps.
I think there's Claritin somewhere. Actually, we might have run out.
Claritin or
No,
Zyrtec
there should still
would
be Claritin
fine.
because I'm usually the one who primarily takes it.
I don't ever.
I know.
But yeah, the cats at Comrade Pilly's place are getting crazy. They're like all over her bed and stuff when she's not there now.
Oh.
And I'm like waking up and I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't even smell. This is awful. I'm dying. And then I like leave the apartment. I'm like, oh, I'm better. And then I come here and I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm dying. Help me.
So I think it's change of the season.
I don't think
No,
it is.
it's the litter box.
That's not how allergies work.
I think that would make sense. Like, it's because it's the seasonal change, but I think it might also be just exposure to
Many.
more
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, because this is the same type of congestion and
I don't know why I said litter
allergy
box. I
thing.
didn't mean to say litter box. I was just thinking about the litter box, so it came out.
You always sit next to it. Like, at this point, it's just your fault.
I just think
Come
I
over
shouldn't
here,
live in a
sit next
house.
to me.
I just think like I shouldn't smell it.
You won't. I just have to be able to afford the replacement parts.
Advanced auto parts.
I need you to affirm that shit. I'm so serious.
Okay.
So like I when I first moved in with you, Patches was really like setting off my allergies, and then like I got used to it. But now when I go to someone's place or I'm around a stranger cat that I'm not used to, I immediately get like super congested and fucked up.
The only times that I have issue with Patches is like when she sleeps on my pillows, which normally I try to avoid and I put other pillows on top, but I haven't been doing that. So I've had a terrible time with my allergies. Tiny has been giving me really bad allergies too. However, she's been much better now, only because she's on morphine and sleeps on her own bed and barely moves around the apartment.
Bro, I'm so pissed. They didn't even play Love on Top at Beyonce.
You're the one I need.
That's like my second or third favorite Beyonce song.
I don't have any favorites. Her fucking song she did with Nicki Minaj on the Truffle Butter album
On
or
Nicki
whatever.
Minaj.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or sorry, that was the Pink Print.
Mine
Truffle
might
Butter was a song on that
be-
album. My bad.
I don't know. I don't really like Beyonce.
I just don't like her music. Like, it's not for me.
No one on this pod. If Beyonce has 3 haters, it's Brapwatch.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater, but
No,
Jay-Z.
I'm not a hater either.
I'm a hater of Jay-Z.
I like Jay-Z for
I
the
like his
memes.
music, but like,
What a loser.
I
this
like
one
the
meme.
memes.
The one I only like one meme, and it's always so hard for me to find it whenever I think about it. It's the one where it's like, "This is the angle Beyonce gets when she's like, that's crazy."
That's the best one.
Do you even think they fuck?
no. Not since she was like,
Do you think they just like
Not since she was 17.
yeah, that was what I was pretty much gonna say. Like, not since she was like much younger.
Not when he bought her,
Yeah.
technically and legally.
Yeah.
He was at that damn Diddy party. I'm telling you what.
They both were.
Yeah.
I mean, it's proven.
And it's not
Co-hosts.
just a Diddy party.
It was like every single
Thousands.
one. Yes.
There was one like every weekend for like fucking 12 to 15 years.
Can you imagine if we grew up in LA, we would have died. You would have died at a Diddy party.
Are you saying we'd go to Diddy parties?
I know we would have
Not
ended
as
up at one.
guests.
Oh boy.
Alden might be a guest.
Well, that's true.
I just am saying that you make interesting connections. You would have been invited to go as a guest
You would have
in an
You would have
all-white
gone with
Diddy
what's
party.
her name? The chick who was like, I was at the Diddy party and no one
Oh
cared
my
about me.
god, Ivy Wolk.
Oh yeah, she was in Anora.
She was. I was like,
Segway.
we saw Nora. It was good.
I've seen Anora 140 times.
I
watched
love
it again
Mikey
yesterday.
Madison.
I'm seeing it again on Tuesday.
I gotta give myself time. That really fucked me up.
I went
I'm
nonverbal on the
perfectly
train.
moved. I'm perfectly moved by that ending.
I
Even more so
really-
the second time.
Yeah. It was good.
It's so good. That better get fucking best screenplay. Better get a best director nomination. Better get best actress in a leading role. I mean, holy shit, that movie's fearless. That movie's fucking awesome.
the guy
And
who
it's
played
so
Igor
funny.
should get a good an award.
Supporting actor.
He's a supporting, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
I swear to God, they better not give it to the guy who played Ivan.
No, they won't.
The fucking Russian Chalamet, please.
Russian Chalamet.
Yeah, what a great picture. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I'm dead serious. I even texted my boss last night, or actually I saw him at work, and I was like, you should definitely see Honora. We did we helped with the sound for it. You should check it out. And he texted me last night while I was at $3 Bill, and he was like, "Yep, this is one of the best movies of the year for sure." He's like, "This is just straight up phenomenal." Man in his like 50s is like, "Yep, loved this. Brought my girlfriend." I'm like, "All right, dude, hell yeah." I hope the first 40 minutes weren't too much like sex and nudity. I don't know. I feel like my parents would like that movie after the hour mark.
Yeah.
No, I think my mom would love it.
Your mom would
actually.
love it, for
Yeah.
my
sure.
dad would enjoy the movie a lot, but he would be deeply uncomfortable during every single sexual scene.
I don't think your mom would like it.
She doesn't have the capacity to understand things at that level.
You know what scene she might like if you just show her a scene?
Them at church.
The
During the
scene of him
baptism.
leaving the baptism.
The part where he goes, no. Puts his phone away. He's like, I gotta go. I'm sorry. It's an emergency.
Yeah, if you make a Amy Alapatu's mom cut of Nora,
It's just that for an hour straight. And she
loops.
goes, and then she would somehow watch it and be like, this is like, a sign from like God. You guys should all be on your phones a lot less. And I'm like, girl, it's a fucking cut from a movie. It's a super cut.
She's watching that scene like without the interjections where like the guys are breaking into the house and
Yeah.
stuff. She's just watching that scene like it's a goddamn Darman video on Facebook.
Yeah.
She's like, "This is the dangers of texting in church."
It was a phone call.
Well, no, at first it's a text
Oh,
message.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he reaches into his cloak and grabs it out and is trying to be sneaky with it. And then he's like, No.
No.
Oh man, what a fucking picture.
It made me fall in love with Coney Island.
Hell no.
Well, yeah, she lives in Brighton, but yeah, they do be walking that entire boardwalk.
You know-
when he's like, it's a 5-minute walk.
That was probably one of my
They
favorite
walked
scenes.
like fucking 3.5
We
miles.
almost lived in Brighton.
Who's we?
Yeah, we were looking at a place in Brighton.
It was a nice new build.
I would have absolutely hated going all the way down there to record.
We would have never had this podcast, and we would not
Probably.
be as close as we are now if we lived in Brighton.
Nah.
I'd make it happen.
It was a nice place. Slightly out of our budget, but like
Slightly. We can barely afford rent right now.
slightly out of our budget, but like it had 2 balconies. No. It had 1 giant balcony. It had rooftop.
I think it had 2 balconies, and it had like an elevator, I'm pretty sure. It was nice.
It was a new build.
It was chill, but the big trade-off was the ease of access to everything else.
I mean, we had ease of access to Coney Island.
Cool, I can go do my fucking groceries there.
Oh God.
You wouldn't need them. You got Nathan's hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be fine. Dude, Nathan's hot dogs honestly kind of slaps. Like crazy.
I don't think you guys have met him. He didn't come to my birthday last year, but Troy Vaughn lives down there. My old coworker.
No, I met Troy.
Dude.
That would be fun.
Can we go on a Coney Island trip soon?
Not in the winter, no.
Fine.
Well, New Year's.
Oh God.
Coney
All right,
Island
fine.
afters?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, did you guys like my Afterbees tweet?
Yeah, I
Yes.
did. I like how you posted on your story.
Yeah, I was trying to get engagement, and I did. Shout out to my friend from Ohio, Big Matt. I'm gonna send this reel to you. When
Who's
we clip
small
it.
Matt?
Huh?
Who's small Matt?
There's a lot of small Matts
My
in
dad?
Ohio.
Oh, 3 of them.
But Big Matt was the voice of the Clippers when I worked the broadcast.
Oh, nice.
He's the announcer guy. Big like pro wrestling fan. Very funny guy. Used to play football for Bowling Green. He's just awesome dude. But he never swipes up on my stories or anything. He always likes or like engages with social media stuff, but he never like starts a conversation. But after I said at Applebee's needs to keep their bar open with a limited food menu until 4 a.m. Ladies, gentlemen, and theys, I present you with Afterbees. He says, let me tell you a little tale. Fort Myers, Florida in 2006, the only year I've lived outside of Ohio in my life, there was an Applebee's that was the normal family restaurant we know and love until 10 p.m. Then the tables were moved out, a DJ was brought in, and I shit you not, Club B started popping. And I said, that is incredible. Dare I say, a dream.
What?
It's literally like that what the fuck is up Denny's thrash session in real life.
Yeah, we could get that going at this Applebee's. I swear.
What if you
Yeah.
had your birthday at Applebee's?
That's fine.
I mean, Julia's hosting hers at Dallas Barbecue.
When is this
Oh my
again?
God, Julia.
December 13th. Mark the date, save the date. You got to be there.
I know.
13th.
I got to call out essentially. I'm not going to call out.
Yeah,
I'll just
she
let 'em know
invited
ahead
like
of
20
time.
people last night, so.
And
You
you
don't
know
have to
I'm
call
showing
out.
up.
Yeah.
I have to call out.
There's going to be 45 people that day. That's what we're RSVPing
At Dallas
BBQ.
Dude, I'm getting like 6 people max. I know that. Either that or I'm flooding the entire back of that Applebee's. We'll find out.
Fucking love these dice pants.
They're so cool.
Was this PacSun?
I think so. Yeah.
God damn.
They're probably my favorite pants that you own.
Those are sick as fuck. Do they have more? Like different designs, like different not dice?
That's not a question I can answer.
Okay, because like I like the corduroys and I like the graphic corduroys.
Yeah.
That is something I need in my life.
I mean, realistically,
I just don't want to steal your look entirely.
all right, let's get this merch store going and then I'll just make you some.
Aw, you'd make them for me?
Yeah.
They just have the blood bee.
That would be good, actually.
Boneless pants.
Yeah, man.
We'd have to list it for like $180.
Someone will buy it.
Me.
We'd be like, guys, we got our first merch purchase. It's Nate.
It comes 3.5 months later, and I'm like, oh my God, guys, I'm wearing the B pants. The podcast is long defunct.
3.5.
You've relapsed on crack.
Oh my god. That's for when we go camping.
When are we going camping?
Not anytime soon, thank fucking God.
Alden met Etika. It's just me alone. I met Etika.
Oh.
Which bridge was that? Do we know?
Stop, guys.
No, and I'm sorry for the off-color humor. That was too morbid.
I hope it pans in on Frederick when you say that.
I was messing with his antenna or whatever this is.
He's a stringy guy.
Do the eyes like light up or something?
They
I
probably
think they
used to. Yeah, he probably had a battery pack with like double. A's
Yeah,
and
I can
stuff.
see the board inside, but it's not attached to anything. These wires were cut.
Are you either of you committing to a brunch plan to communicate to Caleb? Because it's going to be an hour and a half
I
until
know.
we're free.
I know. That's why I said so.
You know, so.
So,
Are we doing a brunch?
do we wanna?
I don't really want.
Okay. Then no.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to a food hall.
No. It's
Jackson Co. Jackson Co. Jackson Co.
Well, there's that new one. Wonder or whatever.
I'm not doing it, Alden. I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't want to go to a food hall with you. Or Nate.
With me? The fuck do we? Why are we the problem here? Not the fact that it's a food hall.
The food hall is the problem. I'm just like really illustrating the fact I don't want to fucking go to a food hall. If I wanted to do that, I would walk to Godwin High School.
You mean Deep Run?
No.
Godwin didn't have options. Deep Run had the Papa John's and Chick-fil-A and Subway in it.
Why are we encouraging me to go to a high school cafeteria?
It's just fitting. I don't know.
I don't know. Michelle Obama made it healthier than most other options here in this food.
Well,
desert
actually,
we
Michelle
live in.
Obama's the reason that these restaurants moved in because the lunches got so bad that the kids were complaining to the parents, and the parents just bought out franchises to put in here.
Is that real?
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy.
There are 2 schools.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think we need brunch. What are we naming it?
Minnie. I'm naming it after my mom.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
well,
crazy.
I think it's a guy, so it's Jeffrey.
If it's
Shout out to Jeff.
Oh,
Yo,
shout out, Jeff.
Shopyosha.com.
Congratulations.
On what?
Is my timing right?
The bachelor trips, and I guess when this episode comes out.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Woo! Congrats. Can't believe I didn't get an invite. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, he said I could bring a +1. You really trying to hang out with a bunch of losers in Hocking Hills, Ohio?
Hell
Love you
yeah.
guys. You're not all losers, just most of you.
Hell yeah, I'd have a great time in Hocking Hills.
Cool.
Hawking my own Tua.
I feel like in between eps, you're gonna fucking hawk to us some shit in the toilet.
No, it's because I'm hungry. It's my stomach.
Okay, so we need to do brunch, is what you're saying.
We don't have to.
We are legal. I like the way you think, Alden.
What are you looking at?
Brapplebees.
Oh my god. Do not let me get the riblets, please.
Pooping good in the neighborhood.
No, I'm ordering for you because you do have to go to work.
You're getting a salad at Applebee's.
I'm getting an Oriental chicken salad.
They call it that?
I'm pretty sure that's what it used to be called, at least.
I think it's still called that.
There's no fucking way it's
I was like,
still
thank
called
God
that.
I could beat the racist allegations if it's.
There's no fucking way. I am gonna advocate that they change that name, and that's crazy if you know.
It's still that, yeah.
What?
Yes.
What? At Applebee's, you can't say that. And I can't either.
A long-running favorite, crispy breaded chicken tenders top a bed of fresh Asian greens, crunchy noodles.
Fuck is an Asian green?
I don't know. And almonds tossed in our Oriental vinaigrette, served with a
scared
golden
what
brown
an
signature
African green is.
breadstick.
Those are probably like cassava leaves.
Oh, collard green.
Nate.
Amy.
Yes. funny.
Thank you.
It literally doesn't tell me what greens this is.
It's just lettuce
It's
and maybe
just
cabbage.
lettuce.
It's actually probably cabbage and like romaine.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
It's coleslaw mix.
kale.
They don't have kale out there.
They better not have kale at Applebee's. Are you kidding me?
Hell no, that shit would be bad like 4 months before even arriving at the restaurant. Yeah, we're going to Applebee's, by the way.
Better than Uno's.
All right. Yeah, we are not going to Uno's. We don't talk
No.
about Uno.
I got the fucking, what was it, the jambalaya pizza?
Yeah, we got the 2 Cajun options.
I got the jambalaya one.
I don't even
And-
remember what mine was. Yours was a deep dish. Mine was like a regular New York style.
Yeah.
I saw a really funny TikTok the other day that like kind of captured my feelings on a lot of things
Okay.
very well. It was POV, you're the first to show up to my Halloween party, but you're someone else's +1. And the guy's like really chill. He opens the door. He's like, "Oh, hey, you're Adam's friend, right? Yeah. Cool. Like, make yourself comfortable. Like, brings the perspective into the apartment. He's like, you know, we got a couple of drinks going. It's a BYOB thing, so I think a lot of people are gonna bring more. But help yourself. We've got wine, beer, liquor. Just make yourself at home. I still got to get into my costume, but I'll be right back in just a few minutes. I also got to hit a shower. You were a little early." And then like time passes. There's like a drink in front of the camera. And then the guy comes back in full fucking Hamilton costume.
Oh my god.
And does the opening number to Hamilton by himself. And I was like, this is the most painful fucking situation I could ever be in my life. I would throw myself out the apartment window in that case. But it was a long bit
Oh.
switch. And it was also aware of how cringe that would be.
Oh my god, dude.
It was really fucking funny.
Oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda needs to just emulate.
Yeah.
Remember like 2016, 15, 16 where people were deciding between Spotify and Apple Music?
Yeah,
Before
now it's not
ultimately
really a
Spotify
decision, yeah.
It was
won.
never a decision for me. I knew that I could not afford Apple Music.
I had both.
I've done both. I've had Apple Music.
I don't like Apple Music.
I got a year subscription once for like $12. It was like a 99-cent a month thing.
Yeah,
And I was
think
like,
I'm on
I'm
a
g-
trial right now.
And I canceled my Spotify then to use Apple Music, and it's not as good. It really isn't. I've tried and tried, but
They raised the price.
ew.
Again, it's $10.99.
My Spotify's $17.99, but I'm also doing the split thing.
I need to do that. You
How
want
is
to do
it
that?
$17.99 for I'm already doing duo with Kayla.
Fuck you.
So we're paying $7 per person.
I'm doing duo with Megan, and Megan and I share Netflix still. I know that's probably a red flag, but
How's that a red flag?
saving
No, in
money.
these trying times, you gotta do it.
I'm about to just uninstall the music app off my phone.
Like Apple Music.
There's
Yeah.
two music apps.
No, it's just the music app.
There's a separate iTunes app still. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Which is crazy. Who the fuck's buying shit on iTunes?
Videos, movies, TV.
I'm not.
actually, yeah,
I want to buy Twin Peaks, the series, and have that on my laptop at all times.
That's fair. Me with The Simpsons.
But I guess I could also just torrent it.
so is
Piracy's is theft. If you steal our Patreon episodes, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
actually, if you steal our Patreon episodes, you better be making fucking fan edits and posting them on a Reddit dedicated to us.
Thank you so much. That was the most based thing you could have possibly said.
Thank you. I want a Brapwatch Reddit, and I need moderators.
We should probably just make it then.
My God. So there's this like old autistic man that's come to the hotel a few times.
Okay.
He came most recently.
You don't have to, like, you can just say my name.
First of all, he's like 60-ish. Like, I think just before 60. He was so excited to show me David Gilmour, and I was like, I really don't care. But I just let him talk. and show me whatever on his phone. He somehow ended up on Reddit. He was like, oh, the Reddit app, let me open that. And I was like, oh, God.
Oh, hell yes. This guy fucking rocks.
So he was trying to
Shoot
figure
me a
out...
message the next time he's there. I want to hang.
I can't even remember why he was here before, but he literally spent probably $2,000 on tickets to see this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, he bought his first initial set, and then as they kept announcing more shows, he just was like, all right, I'll buy these. And I didn't want to tell him that you can just go to the box office day of and get really cheap tickets.
Like rush tickets. Especially for David Gilmour. I don't think he's selling that shit out now.
I think the first day he might have, but beyond that, no.
Yeah, I feel like, what's his name? The other guy from Pink Floyd would probably sell out.
At least with the audience that was here, they probably wouldn't go to his show.
Well, yeah, it's like a split.
Yeah.
Because Roger Waters is like, I don't know, political shit tag king, and then David Gilmour's like a musician.
Wait, who was performing last night at MSG?
David Gilmour.
I
He
had
was all week.
so many fucking chill-ass guests last night who were here for that.
Yeah, dude.
And they were like all from like Kentucky for some reason.
Yeah, Pink Floyd fans.
Yeah, they were like, you got bourbon? I was like, I only got Jim Beam right now, dude, and High West.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
That's
these people
rough.
were getting shots of that shit. One girl got like 6 shots of Red Bull. And I mean, not Red Bull, Fireball. And I was like, ooh.
Fireball.
This one lady was like, can I have the Fireball straight up? I was like, single or double? She's like, single. And I was like, okay. She's like, wait, I want ice. I was like, that's not straight up then, bitch.
Straight up.
She was
Please
really
don't
cool,
do
though.
the can noise. What the hell? What the Sigma?
Ooh. Oh, body tingles.
Please stop.
What the fuck?
You know the ASMR channels?
Yeah, I know the ASMR channels. I'm autistic.
I watched one recently, and I had to turn off where this guy just stuck the mic in his mouth and started chewing, like the thing. And I was like, that's kind of gross.
How much of it did you watch?
5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
The noise was kind of really cool.
Yeah, so like I said, over on the Patreon, I'm going to tell 2 more tales from Rego Park. I love that there's been so many recently, and I haven't really shared them. So this is going to be good.
Oh, I'll share about my palm reading on the Patreon too.
Oh, hell
My
yeah.
palm reading and my Vedic reading.
We're in for one hell of a Patreon episode, and then I guess we're getting Applebee's for brunch.
Yay. What if we Applebee'd?
All right, did you tell Caleb we're doing that? Oh my God, you could have done this 10 minutes ago.
He's not going to show up on time either way.
All right, well, Alden, what is your favorite way to transport large amounts of goods across the country?
Train.
My boob. Like literally just...
Yeah, I'd like to see you put 300 kilos of cocaine up there.
I'd like to see you try to transport 300 kilos of coke.
Okay, I'll fucking try then.
Okay, because
Supply me, it gets transported.
I'm not supplying you because I
Supply
don't
me.
need that.
Cool. Yeah,
I'm just saying, the minute Alden crosses the border, when they finally get a passport or whatever the fuck, they're going to be stopped immediately.
Right now.
I'm just saying, the minute you do, they're going to look at you, take one look at your ass, and go, arrest this fag.
Full
what border
cavity
is he
search.
getting into? Turkey?
I'm not
Canada.
Adams. I'm going to Canada. I'm seeing Pilot.
I guarantee you there's an immigration crisis right now in Canada of Americans trying to get the fuck out of Dodge.
No, there's been an immigration crisis since 2016 when he first got elected the first time.
Canada made it nearly impossible for Americans to immigrate there.
Which is crazy.
It's not crazy. I don't blame them.
No, I meant like it's crazy that we've
Is
come to
Justin
this.
Trudeau just like their world emperor? Is he going to just be the prime minister forever? It's been like, he's won like 3 elections in a row.
They got one coming up, right?
Yeah.
4 for 4? Wendy's ain't never seen shit like this before.
Yeah, I think he's going to keep going. Nobody seems to like him, but he's going to keep getting it because
I mean,
they
he's
can't come up
probably
with someone
better
better.
than other options.
Yeah, I've not followed it that closely, but it seems like they've got a real shit show going on right now.
Yeah. I mean, nothing's as bad as us right now.
Especially the bitch from Alberta. saying that they're gonna be like an energy leader or something
yeah.
and start fracking
Yeah.
more, drilling more, and all that shit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's just Canada. They're going very pro oil.
I mean, it makes sense.
They're not gonna be affected. They're just gonna have warmer weather. Like fuck everyone else. It's the same with Norway. Norway has completely abandoned oil themselves, but they are
gonna export it,
profiting.
yeah.
They are profiting
Exactly.
insane off of other countries.
You know, like, good for them. You know, get your bag, queen, and destroy the planet while you're at it, please.
I really like how Norway's done it. Not to be a socialist, but no, to be a socialist. Yeah, good job, Norway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm sorry if this podcast gets more political over the next few months. I feel like we should hold on and celebrate our free speech as much as we can until we don't have it anymore.
Well, we're not in the UK, so I think we're fine.
Also, like, I don't
We've
think
got-
talking about politics is inherently bad. I mean, unless you're like, what's his name? JD Vance, the guy with the fucking soulful eyes that's like really scary.
Soulful eyes.
Soulless, my bad. He's got the
Jesus.
eyelashes of a baby doe for some reason.
Yeah, he's going to be our vice president soon.
Veep.
God damn you, Ron Howard.
They couldn't pick anybody else. They
Well,
got
no,
that
because
jackass.
he
I
said
would do a better job.
he
being a
said in an
Republican vice
interview a while
president.
ago, there's a strategy that you pick a vice so bad that they don't want to get rid of you. That's why he picked Pence. That's why he picked JD.
What did Pence die?
No,
No, he's just
he's done.
retired.
Yeah, he's done. He's like, I can't. Trump tried to have me killed by his own goon squad.
Yeah.
Ooh, Melania. Have
No,
you
on
seen
January 6th.
The fucking clip of her talking about the Christmas decorations.
Did you see like the photos of her after like they won? And they're like, I know this bitch does not want to be in that shit ass White
No,
House
dude,
for
she
another
voted
4
for
years.
Kamala.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is Joe Biden voted for Trump.
Did he really?
Probably. Who knows? Who cares?
Bro, I guarantee you Biden is fucking pissed right now because he was like, I would have won this, like, in his head.
He's
I
probably
guarantee
being
it.
wheeled out to, you know, that Atastupa scene in Midsummer with the old people who like fall.
Yeah.
He's being wheeled out to be smashed. with the
I'm
ballot
glad
of
that's the
his
one you
feet.
thought of because I was thinking of the scene in The Pianist where they throw the guy in the wheelchair out the window.
Oh yeah.
No. Except Kamala has to be the one to give him the final blow.
With the hammer.
And he has to be like, you
No,
caused
no,
this
no,
with
no.
Brad Summer.
No, it's Pete Buttigieg with the hammer.
No, Pete's the one pushing the wheelchair up the cliff.
Yeah. Wait, where's George? What's his name? Santos and all this?
In prison, watching
Gooning.
from a TV.
No, he's pulling Florence Pugh's character, Danny. He's screaming. He's like, ah!
Well, anyway, thanks for putting up with us. Check us out on Patreon if you want to hear some more crazy stories.
Watch Florence Pugh.
But your flag gal won't get you into heaven anymore. They're already overcrowded from your dirty little war. Now Jesus don't like killing, no matter what the reasons for. And your flag gal won't get you into heaven